All the details have been made public after the professional match officials panel agreed to release the VAR audio to Liverpool. The Professional Match Officials Board will release the VAR audio recording of Luis Diaz's disallowed goal. Liverpool will be the first to receive the recording after the club made a formal request to hear the audio of VAR Darren England and assistant Dan Cook during Saturday's controversial match. However, the referees panel will make the recording public later, and it is now a question of when, not if, it will be played to further clarify the VAR's error. Referees England and Cook were replaced for the Nottingham Forest and Fulham games after last week's debacle. But Simon Hooper, the referee for Tottenham's win over Liverpool on Saturday, was exempt from charges because he was fourth official for Fulham's London derby against Chelsea on Monday night. Although Sky commentator Gary Neville made it clear in a tweet that the referee looked ill and knew there had been a mistake, the referees panel are adamant that Hooper did not know a mistake had been made until half-time. The two VAR officials immediately recognized that there had been a miscommunication, but neither stepped in to warn the referee that the goal should have been stopped rather than disallowed for offside. The goal had been cancelled with an offside flag, checked by VAR, but because the decision on the pitch was offside, Hooper assumed the decision was correct when England said, "Check complete." It has since emerged that England was unfocused in his role, while Cook can also be blamed for not stepping in. But all this suggests that the VAR audio recordings reveal far less than we actually know. The Professional Game Match Officials Board has been making a concerted effort to be more transparent since Howard Webb, and that is why they have launched a new monthly program called Match Officials MIC Up, which plays all the audio recordings of major decisions. Webb wanted to release Saturday's recording as soon as possible, but there was also a strong feeling that the Professional Game Match Officials Board review had to be completed first. However, the Professional Game Match Officials Board did not bow to public pressure from Liverpool to release the recording because it was always going to be in the public domain. However, it will almost certainly be played before the next MIC Up program to bring more clarity to what was perhaps the biggest VAR own goal since it was brought to the Premier League. From Liverpool's point of view, it was an unfair defeat, and unfortunately there is no way to undo it. An agreement in principle has been reached to extend the star player's contract. Liverpool have a number of influential players out of contract soon, but a new update suggests one hero could sign a new deal. The Reds lost 2-1 away to Tottenham at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Saturday evening after struggling with 9 men for long periods. Joel Matip's last gasp-own goal handed Jürgen Klopp's side their first Premier League defeat of the season on a night when everything went against them. But Liverpool showed they are still in the title race by going toe-to-toe with their high-rated rivals for long periods on their own turf, despite having fewer players on the pitch. Klopp has assembled a great squad in recent months, bringing in a few new faces and getting rid of aging players, and they look a much tougher team than last season. However, there are some key players whose contracts are slowly coming to an end. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Thiago, and Mohamed Salah are all out of contract in the next 1-2 years. According to the latest reports, Alexander-Arnold has agreed in principle on a new deal that will keep him at Liverpool for the foreseeable future. Liverpool have agreed in principle with Trent Alexander-Arnold on a new contract worth more than £55 million, according to sources close to the club. Under the new package, Alexander-Arnold will earn £200,000 a week plus bonuses, and the contract is expected to be signed soon. On the 29th of September, we reported that the Reds were putting the finishing touches to a new deal for the 24-year-old after reaching an agreement in principle a week earlier. Liverpool have made significant progress on a new long-term deal for the defender, whose current contract expires in 2025. Club officials have been working with the player's side and are currently finalizing the final elements of the deal. The deal is expected to be signed and announced soon. A new deal for Alexander-Arnold is a priority for the manager, and the fullback is still someone who can do wonders in a red shirt after 10 years, the report said, which is great news for everyone who supports Liverpool, especially Klopp. Already one of the most talented and influential fullbacks in the world, The 24-year-old has had a spectacular career that has led former Barcelona and Brazil icon Dani Alves to describe him as world-class. His 73 assists at right-back speak volumes about his creativity. Alexander-Arnold is currently Liverpool's vice-captain and will eventually take over the armband from Captain Van Dijk when he leaves the club. This could be a clear reason why he wants to stay at the club for as long as possible. A Reds fan since childhood, it wouldn't make sense for the Englishman to go elsewhere, especially at this point in his career, and it seems only a matter of time before the deal is announced. Liverpool in pursuit of Bundesliga star amid rumours of Salah's exit. Jürgen Klopp, the man behind Liverpool's recent success, has reportedly set his sights on Daniel Malin, one of the rising stars of his former club Borussia Dortmund. The move is seen as a strategic approach to strengthen Liverpool's right-wing options, especially as speculation continues over Mohamed Salah's future at the club. Rumors have been circulating about possible offers from Saudi Arabian clubs interested in signing Salah in the coming months. Last summer transfer window, Klopp meticulously restructured his midfield, parting ways with experienced players such as James Milner and Jordan Henderson. This allowed Liverpool to bring in new talent such as Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch, and Wataru Endo. This influx of new blood is seen as a breath of fresh air, revitalizing the team and boosting its competitiveness. Liverpool's strategic investments are already bearing fruit, and it would not be surprising to see Klopp bring in more new faces in January to further improve his squad. However, Klopp's current focus seems to be on adding depth on the right flank, and Malin is a prime target. The versatile striker has caught Klopp's eye with his ability to play up front and is seen as the perfect addition to provide more options on the right side of Liverpool's formidable front three. Malin will not be easy to sign, as Dortmund are expected to demand at least £52 million. Malin's impressive form, with 9 goals in 26 Bundesliga appearances last season and 3 goals in 6 games this season, makes him a valuable addition. Should Liverpool succeed in signing Malin, it would allow Klopp to rotate his attacking options more effectively and avoid over-reliance on Salah, who started every game for Liverpool in the Premier League last season. While Klopp is adamant that Salah is not for sale, his future remains uncertain. A huge bid of around £200 million is expected to be made by a Saudi team in 2024, making it the most expensive transfer ever. Signing Malin could be a prudent move, acting as a safety net for Liverpool should the club decide to capitalize on Salah's market value.